everybody, welcome to my fourth video of 15 videos in 15 days. I think I have it set up so that you guys can actually see me without me holding the video. Hopefully that's a little bit better there. I have you like stacked kind of precariously on my bathroom counter, kind of funny. And that was things falling because of that. Today I actually want to talk about one of my favorite products from Younique, and that is our BB cream. As you can tell, my BB cream is a disaster because I use it all the time. I love our BB cream because I have several spots in my face that are dry. So I like it because BB cream is actually a moisturizer on top of a foundation. So for me, that works great when I'm looking for a little extra moisturizer in certain spots and still getting a good concealant over my skin. So I use, under my eyes, I use cream. And that's like really right here where all my circles are. I will use that even if I'm using a different product. I also have a little bit of oily skin on my outer edges, so I tend to really also like Younique's cream foundation. But even if I'm using the cream foundation, I'm still using my cream BB Flawless under my eyes. And that's because I really dislike my circles and my black, my black marks and my puffy skin there. So that's something that I do even if I'm changing up my foundation regimen due to maybe I'm having an oily day or it's going to be a really hot day or something like that. We have several different colors for different skin tones. I happen to have the cream for under my eyes. I use the bisque for my T-zone sometimes right here, or if I'm just going to use BB cream and then use like a powder foundation over it. And then my daughters, who are pretty fair skinned most of the time, but in the summer they tan quite a bit, and they tend to use the honey. I unfortunately don't really get tan, so I don't get to use it. Now, you can use your BB Flawless in several different ways. You can get a sponge, you can use your finger. I don't tend to use my finger because it is a moisturizer, so I feel like I'm putting a lot on and actually moisturizing and not getting a lot of coverage. So I actually use this really cool foundation brush from Younique. I feel that it does a really good job of painting everything on and making it all work. So I usually put it on my wrist, but I put some on my hand for you. And then literally, I just paint it on, kind of dab. The more you dab, rather than rub, kind of helps with that cover that you're wanting to get. So, and then I might come up in here. I'm going to put mascara on there, so it's okay. I don't really want to get so close that it's going to bother my eyes. But, now you're going to be like, that's way too light, Michelle. It really isn't. Once I put on everything else that I'm going to put on, that's actually not going to show up a lot. So, I'm going to do half my face with BB cream today. I don't normally use BB cream as my all over foundation because, again, I do have mixtured skin, so I tend to have extreme dry spots in parts of my face and then extreme oily spots in other parts of my face. So the BB cream is not always the best product for me, especially in the summer. In the winter, it's great because my skin obviously gets a little more dry with the winter, especially when I lived in Michigan. I don't get it so much here now that I live in Virginia, but still a little bit. In the summer, where here in Virginia, it's very humid. I understand that Michigan is getting some pretty cold weather for summer. Here it's in the 80s and 90s with the humidity making it feel more like the hundreds. So doing the BB cream actually makes me feel like it's too oily, too much moisturizer. But for today's example, I wanted to show you. One of the things about all concealers is you want to make sure that you're actually blending really well. That is a trick. You want to be able to blend without actually taking off the makeup and ruining the coverage that you've already had put on. So, all right. Look kind of funny, huh? You'll notice that I started with the bisque on the outside, but I'm actually touching up in small spots where I put the cream foundation, and that's kind of where I'm helping keep all of that blended so that there's not this huge amount of difference. So I know it looks kind of funny at this point, but in reality, if I wasn't in such bad lighting, you'd notice that this side of it is starting to look much more even and not so red and blotchy as this side. Now, whenever I use any of my products, I always finish off with either a powder foundation. I really like, I've buried it, but that's okay. I really like using the loose powder that we have, the concealer, better than the pressed powder, but that's just me. I find a good color and I really like it, so I tend to use that. I come from a background where Bare Minerals was what I used before Younique, so that's kind of what I'm used to. The powder foundation, though, the pressed powder is actually really, really awesome too. So feel free to try that. And really, all that is doing is A, setting your makeup, and B, helping blend it a little bit, especially if you use 2 different colors or even 3 colors to get some contouring going. So. And I'm going to get right under the eye. All right. So, I'm going to take you over to my window so that you can see better in natural light. So you can see here that it's much more blended. You're not getting my splotchiness or my dark circles right here as much. My red rosacea through here, that's all covered. So this would not look as striking if I'd done my whole face, but I really wanted to show you the difference with the BB cream. So I hope you like the BB cream. It is, again, one of my favorite products to use, and I think that it's a great essential to have in your makeup line. It is very high quality, so I feel that it's a great investment for the $39 that it does cost. I have had my bisque, we're almost at 3 months, and I'm going to have to replace it soon. My cream, because I use it every day, I tend to need to have to refill it once every couple of months, but I also use it for going to events and shows, and I use it for samples for people, so that includes all of that. So I would think that you would be able to get approximately 3 months, so that's a $10 per month, which to me is a great deal. Also, again, Younique has great collections that if you find makeup that you really, really like, the collection is definitely the way to go because you're going to save about 20%. All right, well, this is my actual first how-to makeup video. I've only been putting makeup on seriously for about 3 months, so if you like our BB cream, there's lots and lots of videos on there on how to go to YouTube, type in Younique BB cream. You're going to find lots of presenters who are much better at explaining this than I am. But I just wanted to give you a little idea of how much I loved our BB cream. Thanks a lot. And if you're interested in buying, feel free to message me and on Facebook and ask for my website. But it is www.youniqueproducts.com/Michelle Forbes. Thank you all. Have a great day. Bye.